Hi, in this tutorial today, we would like to see how to do data logging with Firebase using Maker Feather AIOT S3. First, we will look into the hardware that is needed for this project and followed by the software. For the software, it is divided into two parts. The first part is how to set up the Firebase and the second part is the code. Now let's look at the hardware part. For this project, we will use the Maker Feather AIOT S3 SHT40 sensor and a 128x32 OLED display. The OLED display is optional. The connection between the devices are done as shown. Once the hardware part is done, we can now move to the software part. As I have mentioned earlier, first we will look into configuring the Firebase. First, go to the Firebase and click the Get Started button. Next, click the Create Project button. Next, give it a name for the project and tick the I accept checkbox and the I confirm checkbox and click the Continue button. And for the Configure Google Analytics, this is optional, whereby we can enable it or not enable it. If we enable it, we need to choose the analytical location and check the Use Default Setting checkbox and the I accept checkbox. And finally, click the Create Project button. Now, the project is ready. Click the Continue button. Next, we need to configure the authentication methods. For this, click the Build button and choose Authentication. Next, go to Sign In method and choose the email or password. Next, click the Enable button and click Save button. Next, go to the Authentication tab and select Users and choose Add User. Provide an email, address and password for this account. The email can be your Gmail account email. And click the Add User button. Once the user is created, note that it has a unique user ID. Copy and save it as we will use it later. Next, we need to get the API key. For this, click the gear icon next to the project overview and choose Project Settings. Copy the Web API key as we will need it later as well. Now, we need to create the real-time database and set up the rules. To do this, go to the left sidebar, choose Build and choose Real-Time Database and click the Create Database. Database location, choose the one nearest to you and click the Next button. For the security rules, choose the Start in Test Mode and click Enable button. Now the real-time database is created. Copy and save the database URL as we will use it later as well. Go back to the Rules tab and choose Edit Rules and enter the code as shown and choose the Publish button. We have now completed the setting for the Firebase. Next, we will look into the code for the Maker Feather AIOT S3. For the code, we will be using the Visual Studio Code. And the extension that we will be using is the GPIO. Create a new project and choose the Maker Feather AIOT S3 as the board. And update the monitor speed to 115/200. Next, we need to add the necessary libraries needed for this project. To add the libraries, go to the PIO home, choose libraries and type the library's name in the search bar. Do this for all the rest of the libraries. For the code, we will be using the example code provided from the RandomNet tutorials and update the following lines as shown. Once we have updated the code, we can now compile it and upload the code. Once the code is uploaded, we can see the readings on the OLED. And we can also observe the data is being updated in the database as well. That's all for this tutorial today. In the upcoming tutorial, we shall see more interesting tutorial. Until then, see you and bye.